My drill is not working. Yeah, I don't know what. Oh shit. That might be why. It ain't got a motor, no. Why is that? It's because I had to fix the motor. I had to change brushes, which I have already made a video on. I have. There's the old brush unit, alright, which is broken. There's only one brush and there should be two. Alright, so we put a new one in there. It's a bit of a palaver, and really it's easy to buy a new motor. But there again, I didn't have to change the pinion. I didn't have to remove this weird metal bit on the outside or anything like that. It was actually really simple. It was, honest. Check the video out. Yeah, okay. So, we're going to reassemble Johnny 5, that we are. So we're going to go on to the overhead camera. Oh, there we are. We are on the overhead camera. As you can see, it's well used, covered in glue, but it should be a good one. Again, let's just double check that the motor actually works, just in case you don't believe me. Okay, I've got my power source. We're going to connect the motor. Oh, crikey, here we go. Ready? See, that works. Yeah, so that's a good one. All right, I hope so anyway. So what we've got to do now is we're going to reassemble Johnny 5. And I'll probably got to solder these back onto the motor or something, wherever they go. Probably onto the motor. Now, the original brush set had two capacitors, one there and one there. I'll see how we get on, but I might have to reattach those for stable power. We'll see. We'll see how we get on. But, yeah, I can always do it afterwards. But, you know, for now, we're just going to give this a bit of a lube. If you've got a lube, your tool that you have. Ask the missus, she knows. And also, I'm washing off, cleaning off all the old nasty sawdust and stuff. Yes, I know I should be wearing gloves. I know. How many times people keep telling me, you should wear gloves? Don't like wearing gloves. I'm awkward like that, you see. Anyway. So, where do we go now? Now, I've already reattached this nylon bit on there, because I've already tried to make this video, but then a bit pinged off somewhere. So I had to start again. The foot was on the floor, I had to find it. It was a part of this, which is the speed selector for the top. I didn't realise I sprung load in there, and that popped out. So I've been hunting on the floor for it. I found it, so that's good news. So, effectively, that will be going into there. I know this piece has the lever for the speed selector on the top there. Yeah, so I know that goes to the top, so we know that. So that needs to sit in here somehow. With that going to the top and central, about there. I think it's about there. Something like, oh yeah, it feels right. It's not twisting round, it feels right. That's good. And the speed selector's at the top. So do I need to put this in first or afterwards? Oh, it's a good point, isn't it? And what way round does that go? It has to go that way round, so really I've got to push the motor in first. In that case, it might make sense to attach the two cables, maybe. Is there 3 cables? What was that attached to? Oh, now I'm confused. .com. This is when I... Okay. Now those two obviously go to the motor. Oh, that's the little light. That's all that is. That's the little LED light that goes down there somewhere. On the case somewhere. Oh, there. It goes there. So what I'm going to do first then, let's put the soldering iron on. And let's solder that onto the motor, these two onto the motor first. I'm hoping it's going to be long enough. I've currently got these two little tangs here. Ooh. That's clearly been soldered before. I've got to make sure it's going to be long enough. It's going to be tight. So that's going to go on there like that. One's going to have to go there. One's going to have to go there. Oh, there's a bit of slack on there. There's a bit of slack, yeah. So I can remove those first of all. I think. I'm indecisive, mate. So let's get some little tiny cutters and see whether or not we can get rid of these extra bits of metal that are on there, because we don't need those. That one's got solder on it for some reason. and a little bit of metal. I don't know what the little bit of metal's about. I don't know at all, actually. What's that all about? It's not unless it was a part of a. There wasn't spade connectors on this. That I do know. Strange. Anyway, I'll get rid of that. Then I'll make sure that's tinned with fresh solder. Yeah, because I was just soldered straight onto the motor before. This one looks like it's broken off, so I have to be a little bit careful. Wire cutters. So, let's grab... Oh, that's not soldered on, that's pyrography. Oh, don't do that. Melting cables down here. I didn't realise it wasn't in its stand. Oh, that's terrible. What was that melted? Oh, that's right. Just a little bit of that. That's fine. Just the power cable. Oh dear. I think there's a power cable. Or was that? No, internet cable. Yeah, I've still got internet. Oh dear. Let's grab this out from over there because it's in a silly place. There we go. And put that in there. Currently at 480. 400. And then you melt the case then. 480. That is 408. Oh, there we go. I might use this fresh solder over here, I think. I think that makes more sense. Right. Let's tin these wires first. Let's make sure that's tinned. I'll have to get some rosin flux on that. Oh no, soldered, that's good. Oh, that's good. I don't know what's going on with this one over here. Like they're still attached to a bit of metal. Oh, the wire's heating up. Yeah, that's it. That's nearly off. Oh, I see what it is. It's just a crimp on. I need more stronger glasses on is what I need. Okay. Let's trim that out of it. Right, so we solder that on. That one is the neutral. Will it go through the hole, or is it too fat? Be handy if it'll go through the hole. Nope, it's too fat. It's that metal thing's on it. It's got like a crimp on end, which is horrible. It's gone, and now it's gone. Right, so put that one in here through the hole. It's the best way to do it if we can do it. There you go. That one's on. And let's go down. You don't want to take off too soon or move it too quickly because you can get a dry joint and you don't want a dry joint. No. That's on there probably. I might just heat that up again. That's better. You know what makes you got good contact onto the brass of the or the copper, whatever it is, brass in this case. Contact. Otherwise, you don't get good heat, good exchange of power, good conductivity. And you've got good conductivity, you get heat. Unwanted heat. So let's get that on there like that. Not the plastic, just the wire strands. Now, solder comes at all different melting points, just so you know. You don't always want high melting point solder. It really depends on what you're soldering. This doesn't need it. I do. Now, that solder's on there. La 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 la. So now I should be able to just turn that solder line off. No, that's off out the way before I burn myself. That's the sort of thing I would do. That is, yeah. Okay, we've got a drill. The motor's now attached to the switch unit. So if I plug the battery into this bit, I think that's... Oh, to go that way around? I think it's that way around like that. Just for testing purposes. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Was that way? I like that. That's it. It should, if I press the trigger, hopefully, touch wood. Yeah. That's fun. That's good. So that all works. So it's just a reassemble, isn't it? I just got to reassemble. Johnny 5. Hopefully, it'll all be good. You know, it's cost me £1. That's €2 for 2 sets of brushes. So it stands to reason, doesn't it? It makes sense, doesn't it? I think it does. To repair some stuff. Get in there. Got to get in the gears. Oh, that's not. I was in the gears, but I was in the wrong bit. Got to try again. It's not easy. The motor doesn't matter what way. Oh, hang on, this does. I think it goes that way round. Yeah, that way round. You've got to try and get those wiggle. That's in. That's in. All right, it's together now. So you sort of wiggle it until it gets in. Because there's 4 little cogs in there that have to marry up around the pinion gear on this one. So now what we've got to do is we've got to hold this all together. It gets fiddlier because we've got this bit as well to deal with. I've got to be careful with that on ping out. It's already pinged out once. There's a spring in there, you see. I'm just going to put a bit of lube on there because, like I said, you've got a lube tool. All right. So dry silicone spray with the original thing to use, but I ain't got any. Whatever, I might actually have some, actually. All right, so not dry silicone, try lithium or PTFE. So we're on there like so. Now somehow I've got a manhandle. Oh, actually, that looks quite easy. This has to go on top of that gear change there. So that's got to be slid into there without the spring pinging off. Because that sits on top of that nylon piece. It's a nylon, which is part of the motor. That's in. Alright, so that's back. Oh, that's 1, 2. Looking good, looking good. There's the trigger assembly. I've got to reroute these wires around, and also the little light. So, around we go. Also got this little ferro. This little thing is for ferro. It's for RF. So you don't create, interference or RF noise in it. I believe it is. Is it a ferret? No, it's a bit hard for ferret. Well, no, it's ferret. I believe it is anyway. And that has to be mounted in there like so, somehow. How's that hold in there like that? I have to hold it, is it? The light? Let's have to hold the light in place. It's just where the wire... Okay, don't like that. Those 2 wires have got to go behind there. I've got my oversized cocktail stick over here. Let me, if I can get it. There we are. Oversized cocktail stick. Otherwise known as a kebab stick. That's got to go up there. That's got to sit in there. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Like that. Okay, what's going on here with this? That way or that way? How does that work? That's backwards. Oh, hang on you a minute. Hang you on a minute. I got that in the wrong place. That, I believe, has to be in that hole. Was that hole? Or was it that hole? Could be in that hole. Yeah, there's a hole in there, and there's like a reverse switch. It's just a little slide on the switch. But that basically what that's going to do is reverse the polarity of the switch. Right, that's on there nicely now, I think. Just about. I'll make sure none of these cables are going to get pinched. A bit of hot melt glue would actually help, you know. For assembly, you could hold that down there, hot melt glue, and that one there. Down with hot melt glue, and this hair could be held into place. This light could be held into place with a little blob of hot melt. But instead, it's just going to sit there, which I don't like. Right, so far though, it's not too bad, is it? Right, it's looking okay-ish. I think it is anyway. Does that go in there like that, or the other way around? This is when you should take pictures of everything, because then you'd know what way around everything goes, wouldn't you? There, that goes there. Right, that's going to be pushed down there, that there. Is it all the bits? Oh, I think it is. Then we've got to try and get this other side of the clamshell together. Try. That is, yeah, as you can probably imagine, it's a bit fiddly. Because you're trying to hold everything together without the wires popping out. So then they're getting pinched. You don't want the wires getting pinched. No. Right, currently that is not quite in the right place. I can see that that little bit of ferret rod is stopping it going down at the back here. So it's obviously not in the right place. It might be because my wires are a little bit shorter than they were. Right, I might have to take it off again. That's on there, that's on there. Right, so there's this piece here. I'll go down there. Can't really see how I can go anywhere else, really. I'll just try this way. On the opposite direction. Right. Hang on. I don't see how that can go on there. Have I got that ferret rod in the wrong place? That ferret little circular tube. There's no room for that to slide down there, so that can't be in the right place, can it? Maybe it should be further back here, where there's room. Because there isn't no room there. Maybe I moved it. Maybe. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I did. Maybe I did. Alright, here we go. Let's pull up. Yeah, it's definitely ferrite. That looks more hopeful now. Alright, let's try again. Yes! Yes! Pop my LEDs come out of place. See that? Little blob of glue on there would help. That's dumb. Didn't like that idea. Oh, that's there. It's kind of pointing to one side though. Let's put them. That's there. Right. That's it. That's good. That's good. That's good. All this isn't together here. Yeah, all this is now. It went pop. Oh, it did. Well, we've got a bundle of screws here. So we'll put a couple in. Just to make sure, and then we'll test it again. Before I get carried away. Get in there. Oh, hang on, they're the wrong size. Oh, crikey, what size are they? Well, ain't that? Oh, they're torque. I think they're torque screws. They are. Well, I never. Not that one. That one. Oh, okay, I'll do it by hand. Oh my giddy aunt. How about that, huh? They're torque screws. I believe that was Ford that developed the torque screw. Originally. I might be wrong. I think it was. Oh dear. That hasn't gone together there. Oh, that will go together, that's right. So let's just pop the battery in, just double check. One, two, oh. Looking good. So many people chuck things away these days when you don't need to. A lot of these repairs are really easy and anyone could do them. You know. As long as you've got a few tools. It don't take much to do a drill, does it? A soldering iron's a very handy thing to have. Yeah, if you've got to buy a soldering iron, if you've got to buy an ordinary wide-in soldering iron, something like an Antex, they're very good. Not a lot of money. Most people get away... get something like a 50-watt Antex soldering iron, you do most stuff with that. But if you're doing fine work, a 15, 25 watt, yeah, for soldering, like circuit board type stuff is ideal. But make sure you get the solder you get is that you get the right temperature. So I can't remember what the temperatures are actually now. But you need to make sure that you get the sort of a lower melting point solder for electronics. Depends on what you're soldering onto. If you solder onto copper wires and stuff, it doesn't need to be particularly hard, does it? A higher the melting point, harder the solder generally. This is good. I've got two of these drills now working. I'm quite chuffed. And these little Stanleys are actually really good little drills. They're really handy. Handy Harry that they are. You know, nice and small, fairly short, light. Only got 1.5 amp hour batteries on there. You know, you can get big ones if you want, but you know, that's what we need for these. Depends what you're using it for. If you're just going to buy one drill to do one job, it'd be different, wouldn't it? But if you're like me, you end up having several different drills all set up for different jobs. This one I just use. You can easily put 4-inch 12s in with this, no problems. And this has been well used, as you can tell. I've used it to the point of actually busting one of the brushes off the motor. So there we go. We now have another working drill. What we do. Let's make sure the gears change. Yep, they do. there you go. It's a good one again. So we got our drill back together. It's all working. It was a really cheap little repair. You know, the first signs of problems with this drill was the smell and smoke coming out of here. All right. It don't necessarily mean to say it's a dead drill. It just means it's temporarily incapacitated. Okay. All right. And now it is not. So let's go back into my drill cabinet in the workshop and get used again. Well, anyway, thanks for watching me little video. Me manhandling my tool and lubing my tool. That was, yeah, to put it all back together again. So anyway, toodaloo. Don't forget to beat the whole like button. Oh, back that one, not that one. I'll put on wrong buttons.